Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Now, this isn't again one of my normal properties maintenance and fixing car stuff and things like that, video or tool reviews. I do occasionally, randomly, do something different, and today I'm looking at an Xbox controller. Now, I've just recently bought an Xbox One S for myself. Oh, I live in a house where we have kids and we have gaming consoles, and we do play various video games with the kids, and you kind of get into it a little bit. So I bought this Xbox One S controller. Excuse me while I scratch my eye, and they said that the joysticks on the sticks here were a little bit warm, which is true. On the controller. However, the A button here, you probably can't see it right well, but it's not working properly. It's not springing back properly. It doesn't feel right compared to the others. You feel that little responsiveness. You can kind of hear it as well if you look at compare it to one that's right. This is the A button. It's responding right, springing back with some authority. So yeah, so what we're going to do is strip this down and replace the rubber silicone conductive pads inside, which I bought here. Simple purchase off eBay. They're not expensive, and this is first time I'm opening it as well, so I'll be hoped it's right. But that's what we'll be replacing. It comes all as one, so it replaces the Xbox controller button there and the two other buttons there for the menus, and also the A, B, X, Y button there. The other ones are different again, so that's another purchase if you wish to replace them. But I've just got this for today. So what we're going to do is strip this down. So we're going to, like I say, I'm going to strip this down, and I've got some tools here. So this is a set of tools, precision multifunction tool screwdriver kit. So this is the screwdriver in question that comes with the kit. They have various bits there for taking things apart, like controllers, phones, anything like small electronics. So these are generally the Torx type of bit that are holding things together. Just let me show you a bigger one. So this is the T20, I think. Has a small hole there. So this is what they call a security torque. It just makes sure that people can't undo them and invalidate the warranty. So that tool there, that one doesn't have a hole in it, so we probably won't be able to use that one. So that's, you don't use the T20. I think I'm using the T8. I might need the T7 and I might need the T9 yet, I don't know. So we'll get those out. But these toolkits come with various pieces. We will require these. I've got some green ones here as well. These are for undoing the cases. As like plungers, extension bars, and you also get a set of tweezers as well for things like this. So put that to one side. I've got pretty much everything I need out now. So what we'll do is tilt the camera down and I'll show you how to take it apart. So this is the control. Like I said, the A buttons are not working. We're going to replace the rubber conductive pads inside. So the first thing you need to do, I don't think you can remove these straight away. So you will need to get rid of these two panels here, because you can take that off, battery cover. And the way we do this is take a plastic tool, and you've got to try, I usually try to get them in the edge there, and you just bend it over and you start prising, working your way along, pulling it round like so, Now when you first do this it might be a bit tight. Once you've got it off, and you can always use two to do this, like this, you'll hear it pop off. It should just lift off like that. You can see all the little tabs there that clip it into place, and what that does is it reveals the screws here and here, and then you have to do the one on the other side as well. Again, I like to get it right in the edge there where the trigger buttons are, and just prise it up. It's like I say, it can be a little bit fiddly. You can use two. That helps if you've got long fingernails. Now, like I said, it reveals a couple of screws. Oh, sorry, the screws are here and here, here and here, and there's also one inside the battery compartment there. So this is a T8, and I think you can use a T9. I'm just using the T8 because I don't think my T9 fit. Actually, let's try the T9. I just happen to have the T8 in the bit already, so I'm just going to try the T9. That's the T9. Oh, it just about fits the T9. It seems to be somewhere in the middle of T8 and T9. This, oh, there we go. They do actually fit. So once you, the other thing about these screwdrivers is it's got a really nice grip to it. It's enough for your fingers, and the end bit there rotates, so you can hold it in your palm like that and twiddle your fingers, finger and thumb like that, and it's not rubbing against your palm there because it's moving. Another thing that these do is if you pull this down here, you can extend the screwdriver to make it longer for hard to reach places. Didn't come with instructions that in screwdriver. I found these things out just by using it. So there's another screw in the battery compartment. You could remove the whole label here. This is just to stop people doing it and invalidating your warranty if you do it, but this Xbox and controller is well past its warranty now, so we just need to undo this screw here. So you should have 5 screws. Once you've done that, you can then just remove the case. It just pops off like that. There's no clips or anything holding it in place. And then you're just left with the insides of what's here. So we need to change the top bit now, and we are now using a T7, and there is a screw. You can now remove the thumb sticks, revealing these. So there's a screw in the corner there and a screw in the corner here, and you've also got a, this is the antenna I think, so this just unclips. Can use your fingers for doing this. I'll just do this, so we will use his fingers. There we go. This is just a bit of heat proof tape It just protects everything. So what we need to do is undo these screws here. If we can get the screwdriver in, of course. It's actually smaller. It's not a T7. We need a bit smaller. We're going with the T6 then? Yes. There you go, T6. Now, if they're magnetic, they'll just come out. You might need to just wiggle them about a bit. There we go, T6. So, the motors will come out. And holding the board in the middle, if you can, just give it a bit of a wiggle, it should just pull out. And the reason it does that is because it is held in by a plug there, a socket and plug. What you've also got to remember is the audio jack just falls out, it's not soldered in that. So you just need to trace your motor wires, not the motor wires, the board wires back, and you can just unclip them here, and you can just pull these around and out the way. So we have some more screws to remove. You can see here there's a pad already here. This is part of that one there, so that's that one there. So I need to remove these screws to reveal the board. It's an extremely fiddly job to do as well. Now I have done PlayStation 4 controllers and they are slightly easier to do. So the Xbox ones are a lot more fiddlier and you do require a bit of patience to do this. So this board will just pull out. You have to make sure you get it, it's tucked in underneath there, so you have to make sure you're kind of pulling up and outwards at the same time. And there you go, that reveals the conductive pad here. So this is the A button here. As you can see, it's all kind of dusty and that. If I just pop that screwdriver in there, you see the screwdriver's popping straight out. If you do any of the others, they're all solid and you can feel them pushing back with your finger. So we took that button there, pushing down and popping back up. This one, my screwdriver, is completely knackered. The A button is what gets mashed the most on a controller. So that's scrap, we don't need that. And to put the new one in, all we need to do is place it into position like so. Now there are little pinholes, I'll show you in the old one, there are little holes here and here that need to be lined up. So, while you've got it open, it's always a good idea to check there's nothing else in it. There's a few hairs in here, my goodness me. Bit of pet hairs. But this is the nature of the beast with Xboxes. Usually kids have got them in the bedrooms, so they do tend to get dusty inside. Once you're satisfied your buttons and everything are in the right place, it's just a case of reversal of removal. So you just slide that back in underneath the little things there. And you can always test your buttons. See, that feels good now. That one won't work because it needs the other board in. So the great thing about magnetic screwdrivers is you can just pop the screws back in as you took them out. So all we're doing now is replacing all the screws, remembering where they all went, of course. You'll soon find out because they won't go in. So they did seem to put a lot of screws in Xboxes for some reason. I don't know why. Build quality, I don't know. Oh, just to be awkward. That could be more to the point. This is something you can do at home. Like I say, once your warranties run out, there's no point in taking it to repair people that are authorised dealers or whatever, or Xbox. I think they're all in there now, aren't they? It looks about right. So that when you have that in place, you can replace the next board. Oh, not forgetting to put the audio jack back thing in. So that just sits back, making sure the contacts are facing up, because it's this board that makes contact with that. I have missed one. Fortunately it's in the battery compartment, so there we go. I knew there was something wrong there because I had 3 screws left and I was thinking, did I have 3 in the top bit or not? So that goes in there like so. There are little locating pins on the boards which make sure there's one here, it's just poking around out the edge, and there's one there as well. So you need to make sure that they locate the boards up correctly, otherwise your controller won't work at all. So we just need the 2 screws that were holding this in place, one there. And one here. Don't forget to put your wires back in. Don't forget to put your motors back in. And not forgetting the antenna. So that just pops back on. Just to mention, you can get like mod kits for controllers, so you can change the buttons out with something a bit more stylish, something to more your taste, and this again would be the same sort of procedure you would follow to replace the A, B and X button. That X button is a bit skewy. Can we just turn that around? The X button's wrong. Will it turn? No. You have to take it apart again. The X button's there you go. What a pain. You get so far and you realise everything's wrong. The thing is, when you get that wrong, I should have checked it first. But the thing is, it's upside down, so you can't tell. So just remove that. See, it's a pity you couldn't just twist that round in the little thing. I think that's right. Now they've all got like locating lugs on them. I'll just take it out again. So that's the X button there. I don't know whether you can see this because of my finger that's rolled it with the tweezers. You could probably see the locating lugs on the side, so they're all different sizes and they specifically go in certain places, so they locate there, and that was just slightly out, was that one. So get this back together again. It's a good job I checked that before I got any further. Right, that's in. Stopping it a little bit there. I think this went in easier last time. I don't know. Definitely went in a lot easier last time. Something stopped me that this time. Let me check that button's in right. Yeah, that button's in right. There we go. A little bit of force never hurt anything. So I'm going to whiz these screws back in. I quite often see people using little electric drills for doing taking and removing, taking out the screws, but I kind of find it easier with a hand screwdriver because you can feel how tight they are. And there's nothing wrong with using electric tools to do stuff, it speeds things up at the end of the day. But some of us are just old fashioned, I suppose. We missed a screw there. Have we missed a screw? I think we have, because we've got two left. There's one there. One there. There we go. So the front cover goes on first, flip it over and rear cover. And I find it easier just to drop the screw in like that, holding the middle of the controller, pinching it together, make sure it's tightly and firmly gripped. Once you've got the screws in, this is what I was saying earlier about the different torque. These the T9 I'm using again, it just feel a little bit tight on the, doesn't quite fit in. Right, so there's a wire poking out there. Let's put that back in. Now all we need to do is replace the covers just snap back into place, which is a lot easier than what they came off. And of course you can put that in. We need to put some batteries in and test this now. Press all the buttons, make sure they are springing back right. That A button's now, there you can hear it clicking, you know, like the others. So this should be alright now. Make sure all your buttons are pressing right. Right, so what we need to do now is test this. So okay, I've got the Xbox switched on there, and as you can see it's in that mode. I've just pressed the button, so if I press it again, oh there we go, just about see. And so press the back button, press the A button, there we go, straight in into your pin. You don't want to know what my pin is, not that it matters. 2, and there we go, done it. So at the moment I only have Fortnite on because it's free. There we go, there's the Fortnite profile. Connecting, retry, press A. The A button is now working. Sign in, A. So there we go. So there we go, as you can see, that is how you repair the Xbox One S controller. This will work for most Xbox controllers. It is quite a simple operation. I do believe the Xbox Series X and S series will be the same type of controller as this. I'm not sure about 360s because I don't do much with them. They're a bit obsolete now and dated. But these controllers, like I said, quite easy to fix. A bit fiddly, might be time consuming. You do need to make sure all your buttons are in the right place when you put it back together, like I've just done in my video incorrectly. Had them in the wrong locations, but now it's all right, up and running. It should be fine. So hope you enjoyed this video, hope you got something out of it today, and we'll check you guys in another video soon. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. We do appreciate everybody who does that. Like I say, it's not my normal video doing stuff like this, but we can continue to do stuff like this if you want me to do it. And like I say, we'll check you guys in another video soon. Thanks for watching.